What great rivals, always a big occasion. Collingwood and Essendon, and the perfect bounce to get us underway. And a free kick for one over the shoulder play onto advantage. Pendlebury gets it forward. Adams towards Elliott. He couldn't get a handle on it. Draper wants a piece of Elliott. It's picked up by Shield. He gives it off to Caldwell. On the bounce out wide they go. Heppel hemmed in by Sidebottom. Murphy edged out by Snelling, allowing Langford to collect. Langford thought about the hand pass. His kick smothered. Well done by Maynard. Spills the way of Murphy. He's dragged down, and the umpire will interject.
Sam.
Here you see Draper just going past the footy. He wants to take body, doesn't he? Really wants to set the tone for the Bombers in there.
Draper again, just a little touch on that ball. Picked up by Josh Dacos. Himself having a fine season. Jams it wide. Hoskin Elliott.
Outside 5.
Crisp.
Let him run. Stand.
Mountain of players between he and the goal face. So he drills a low one. Cox comes at the ball, won't get to him. Redmond. Speaking of players who are having really good years, McGrath, Durham, Merritt. They link up through hands. Snelling. Nothing ahead of him, so they had to hold up. Durham. Now Shield. Good ball. Guelphy.
Yours.
Just dragged the kick in search of Langford. Now a full.
Kicked off one step. Just had all his momentum still going backwards. And see, they'd opened them up too. It was a great opportunity to go forward. Darcy Moore was caught out, but the kick just let the Bombers down.
Pies have worked it well. Hoskin Elliott kicks to Jamie Elliott. Contrast of black and white and red and black on the Shane Warne stand side. Always associate those colours with big games. The kick goes towards Mason Cox. He can't impose. At ground level, Pendlebury. Caldwell for company. Pendlebury gave it up to Kelly. He's caught by Adams. Great tackle.
Holding the ball, let it go. Collingwood.
Collingwood free kick. Now Hine did kick it, but Mason Cox is a little ginger. And back here. Taylor Adams rewarded for his strong tackle.
Yeah, thanks, Al. Have a go. Keep going.
Cameron a deep target for him. Myercheck as well. He's going to go short. I'm not sure about the defensive pressure on Nick Dacos there, but he can't finish off.
Yeah, he just slid down. No one on him, just slid down, just silently popped up inside 50 without a Bomber in sight.
I think Collingwood's forwards deep were doing a lot of work. They were staying busy. There were blocks. Johnson was blocking for Myercheck. There was a lot of movement. I reckon the Essendon defenders just got fixated on that. And you're right, Jonesy. Just allowed a dangerous player to float down silently and almost finish with a goal.
Matt Guelphy. Cox almost access to the footy, not quite right, came in front of him, and now the big man's confronted. Through comes Murphy, tumbles it forward. Elliott, very clever. Adams, good handball. Myercheck in some space. He's got Pendlebury now, running to 50. The champ, long and through. First of the afternoon, Collingwood. Give him that sort of space, 50 from home, and that's the result most of the time.
And already you can see the importance of the inclusion of Taylor Adams back. He's won some really critical balls, none more so than that one. And to farm that handball out, Pendlebury linking up in space, so dangerous anywhere near the 50.
Loves playing against Essendon. Scott Pendlebury, 111 coaches' votes. The only player to have polled more than 100 against one side. Shield merits. Back to Shield. He has transformed his season. How's the kick to right? No good. Moore. There's the roadblock for Collingwood.
Back over it. Back over it.
That's twice now. Essendon have won the ball well and opened up Collingwood a little bit, and the last kick inside forward 50 has just hurt them. Peter Wright had a little break then on Moore. Needed to be to his advantage side. That's what Essendon have got to fix up. Can't keep coughing it up.
Hold in, Collingwood.
There was very little in that. Draper barely touched Mason Cox, but Cox with the free kick on the wing.
Wow.
Steers it to half forward. Merritt, boot to ball, straight back into the middle. Murphy waits on the bounce. Nervously, Maynard to Howe. They organise things across half back. Steele side bottom. Now Crisp. Long one here for Cameron. Good contested mark.
Well, at the moment, it's just Collingwood's ball use, JB. Just slicing Essendon apart. Collingwood going 82% with their kicking efficiency to Essendon's 36%. That is huge. Maybe a little push from Mychek, but got away with it. But Collingwood using the ball beautifully at the moment.
Good set shot kicker. You can see it there. Darcy Cameron for a really good start for the Magpies. First two on the board. To make it 9 in a row and jump into the top 4. Both coaches coaching from the bench.
Just a late kicking by Collingwood. Smart, got it to the outside. Clever play, got the handball overlap and the kick with enough depth to get over the top to Cameron. Essendon going to have to adjust. They can't keep letting Collingwood have as much time and space to use the ball like they are at the moment.
Cox a hand to it. Josh Dacos couldn't win it. Merritt rumbled it out the side. Caldwell well weighted for Langford. He might have lost it though. Noble swoops. Murphy. Clever little kick. Side bottom.
Outside 5. Outside 5. Wow.
There's precision. Josh Dacos.
Wow.
He's told to go. Wanders forward. Cox is trying to come from the side here. Up they go. Zerk Thatcher in front. Couldn't take it. Collingwood try to lock it inside their attacking 50. Umpire Stevic's having a very long look and ponder, and he's paid one. A Collingwood free kick.
Nah, just stayed on.
Zerk Thatcher dragged it in, and Lipinski to have the shot at goal.
Just a metre in front.
Which way do you want to argue that one? Is that holding the ball or is that a push in the back?
Very stiff, I would have thought.
Pat Lipinski. First season at the Pies has been a productive one. Not his most productive kick.
Redmond to bring the footy in, wants to go straight down the ground and we'll get it back here. Good ball for Heppel.
Outside 5. Outside 5.
McGrath.
Outside 5.
Perfect day.
Play on.
Late Sunday afternoon slot. Two massive clubs, big crowd. It doesn't get any better. Noble walks into trouble.
Oh, contact.
And he gets a free.
Hang him up. Stay there. Stand.
Good umpire, Matt Stevic. Numerous grand finals.
Move it on. Play on. Outside 5. Play on.
Braden Maynard picks the eyes out of it. Always wanted in the hands of Pendlebury and Dacos, and now they go inside. Beautiful ball. Johnson gets on the end of it. Slick.
Very slick. It's incredible offensive movement by the Pies, but what's really impressed me most, as we see here, just they're able to get real flow on the footy. As a forward, you're licking your lips when it's coming in with that kind of speed, but defensively, they're just able to slow the Bombers, create plenty of opportunities, and here's another.
Ash Johnson. Hot start, Collingwood. Good story, Ash Johnson. Much travelled out of the Claremont Footy Club in the Waffle. Been a production house for AFL footballers over the journey. He's got some tricks.
They're just slicing them apart at the moment. Outstanding ball use, terrific running patterns, and the movement of that forward line with the ball coming in like that. They are just having a good time at the moment. It's all fun. Essendon have to adjust. They are right off them at the moment.
Phillips and Cameron. Phillips down to Caldwell. Hit of a fumble enough to run him into trouble. He was strong though. To Shield, they started brightly. Good hand pass, Guelphy. Forward they come now, the Bombers. Can they make it count? Martin was caught. Spills out to Hobbs. Redmond involved. Phillips. Shield.
Stand.
A period of fluency that just broke down for a moment. Guelphy's well placed. Quaynor though closed quickly.
Again, we just saw such a terrific example by the Pies' defence. Just the Bombers looked out from that centre bounce, and their ability to scramble, force them backwards, and ultimately turn over and create a stoppage.
Nick Dacos. Uncanny ability to be where the football is. Redmond. Out the full. Bit untidy going forward, the Bombers. Howe. Maynard.
Now they've got to stop this. Just Collingwood being able to control the ball, use it however they want, pick them apart again. Just an easy exit for Collingwood. Beautiful kick from Dacos. But Essendon cannot stop that, and they have to.
Ginnivan to a 1v2 and forced to break it up in the air. Myercheck ball in.
Interesting one here, guys. After that Johnson goal, Darcy Moore just made his way to the interchange. Doesn't appear to be injured or under duress, but it was just an unusual time for him to have a bit of a break, so I'll keep my eye on him.
Good on you, Brownie. Shallow throw in. Adams got it out. Umpire spotted something. Oh, that's a little bit of an unfortunate moment for the boundary umpire. Have another crack at that, said the fielding. I was boundary umpiring junior footballer through a few weeks ago, JB, in front of all the mums and dads. Almost threw the ball over my head, so back into them. I know how hard it is. There's no breeze though. Just a miscue. Free kick. Phillips to take it. Essendon really being starved of any clean direct ball use at the moment. Maynard runs interference. Hobbs was strong. He's caught though. Just got it away. Oh, that might be a fortuitous one for Essendon.
Can you pull now, please? Time back on. Stand. Play on.
Steers this again into that pocket area. Barreled Maynard. Takes a bit to knock the wind out of Bruzzy Maynard. He is a tough boy.
He's such a good player, isn't he, JB? So important for Collingwood. Can play on anyone, sets them up really well too.
Stand. Got 15, play on.
Good culture player too. Drives a lot of their standards as Martin gets taken in a tackle. Myercheck quick release. Lipinski. Crisp out. They got runners everywhere. Side bottom. Normally makes great decisions, ball in hand. Flicks it over the top to Adams. Can go to Ginnivan. Can go back to Johnson. They get a goal. Eventually, it was always going to happen. Just emphatic momentum with Collingwood at the moment. 8 in a row brings that. Winning tight ones brings that. Couple of goals already for Ash Johnson.
Some electric footy by the Pies.
I touched on this earlier, but this opportunity came off the back of a brilliant defensive effort. They scrambled, chased and tackled, and then they were out. They had the Bombers' defence scrambled, and it's goals like that where you almost walk it to the goal line that break your heart. The Pies are up and about here, super sharp.
Draper knocked it down. Shields paddle, releases Merritts. Wright's got to get involved here. He's from behind. Howe a hand to it, and that's enough. Cleared by Murphy. Hoskin Elliott with the flight of the ball.
The big frustration too for Ben Rutten would be Essendon are going well in the clearances, 6-2, and a lot of them coming out of the centre. It's then really poor ball use going forward and good defence by Collingwood, and then just ripping straight back through them. Ben Rutten will be furious with the way they're defending the ground at the moment.
Hoskin Elliott got in the road and gave it to Josh Dacos. Assesses, goes in the Myercheck direction. Floating back, Redmond knocked it dangerously to Elliott. His hand pass to McCreary. McCreary away to Myercheck, back to McCreary. Laverty knocked it away from him. McCreary, though, with his intent ensures the ball will stay locked inside Collingwood's attacking 50.
Half a metre.
Martin brings it away. Good contest provided by Phillips. Well represented at ground level, the Bombers. Hobbs, Shield, Martin. Trouble.
Wow, relentless.
Stand Nick.
Nick Dacos showing that he can do the defensive stuff well.
Outside corner.
Also, Pendlebury. One of the Collingwood Footy Club's all-time greats. They go forward again. Gets past Cox. Myercheck off the ground. Ball in.
She was a little half chance again then. If Myercheck picks that up, Josh Dacos had got goal side on his opponent, Dylan Shield, I think at the time, and was just flying towards goal. A little handball would have made a certain goal again for the Pies.
Cox over the top, down to Laverty, who kicked it into Cox. Elliott's after it in the pocket. Josh Dacos under pressure from Snelling. This has been some start from Collingwood. Really underlining their quality. They have surged up the table this season. The real top four threat. They'll be in the four if they win this encounter. Ridley tapped it. Comes to Adams. Floating kick inside the 50. Body use from Hine. Got Hoskin Elliott out of the way, but couldn't get back on the ball. Durham out towards the Shane Warne stand wing, but Murphy read it best. They are breaking down everywhere, Essendon.
Outside time. Play on.
Bianco chooses to handball. Steering one for Elliott, not quite there. Hind, Merritt. That works to Jones, and now they've got players out. Dylan Shield bouncing down the wing. Sticks it inboard for Langford.
Move outside 5. Move outside 5. Now play on.
Got right on. Long ignores that and goes for Phillips. How noble. And behind Campbell Brown.
Essendon going forward just appeared a little bit dysfunctional. Their key position players are working really high up the ground and they're getting bypassed on the way in. Darcy Moore's working hard off right to play that quarterback zone player, and he's always getting back on the last line to give Collingwood an option deep.
Kick favoured Redmond. He's dragged down by Cameron. No free kick. Paddled by Merritt. Hobbs crashes in. He's immediately tackled.
And Al, just to back up the point that Brownie's making with that Essendon forward line, they've had 8 inside 50s in this game so far. They've had 0 disposals inside that forward 50. So just no structure and no good ball use going forward.
Mason Cox charging out. He gives it off to Ginnivan. He's taken high. Umpire lets it go. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I think his reputation cost him there, Jack Ginnivan. Where is Jack Ginnivan? In the stands or on the ground?
Give me the ball.
Is that a significant enough dropping at the knees not to warrant a free kick? I'm not sure about that. Merritt clears. Pendlebury will send it back in though. Myercheck one-on-one. Zirk Thatcher the spoil. Durham, Hind, Essendon under relentless pressure. Will get the chance to relieve here.
It's a massive talking point in the game.
What do you think, Jonesy?
I think it should have been paid 100%. I think it was a poor attempt at the tackle. He's gone high and taken his head off. I think that's as clear as day, really.
Yeah, that had to be paid. That didn't start low and slip up. That started over his shoulder.
So Thatcher, Durham's rung on. And they're just getting held up here. Flow in the ball movement. Hand off to Hind.
Stand. Play on.
Snelling. Ridley. Cameron waiting for the ball.
Contact.
And the free kick is going to go his way. It's a down and 2 from behind.
It's a great effort by the big man just to drop back in a hole. That's what you want from him. Adds to their defensive system. They've been rock solid.
Mason Cox the target on the wing. No problem.
Move it on. Play on.
Dacos racking up early touches. Quaynor. Myercheck in a wrestle here. Ridley the spoil. Here's another look at the tackle on Ginnivan. Just when, well, only the eternal optimist would have thought that conversation was going away anytime soon, Lingy.
Yeah, he hadn't even started to drop then, Ginnivan. He's not fair game. Just because you go into a game with the mindset of Jack Ginnivan has done this before doesn't mean that Essendon players can just go for their life and swinging arm, high contact. That's a free kick every day.
Flicked into the path of Merritt. Out of right, Merritt runs on and gets it back. What's ahead of him? No one out there.
Go through, mate.
For as beautiful and slick as their ball movement is, I'm in awe of their defensive efforts at this point in the game. They've been outstanding, just not giving an inch.
Let it go.
Darcy Moore. Draper just not able to hang on. Zach Merritt will thump it down the line, and Darcy really hadn't moved. Still in the same spot and able to take an uncontested mark.
Now you've got Essendon just living up the ground, trying to get the ball in the middle of the ground, getting back to help, and nothing forward of the footy.
Durham did pretty well to get some of his body on that and break it up, but Dacos wins it. Away he goes. A couple of bounces. And like his brilliant father, bumps it through. There he is, Pele Dacos.
Wow. That's incredible, isn't
What
it?
sort of DNA have they got rolling, this family? It's ridiculous. So much focus on Nick, and so there should be, but he is a fine footballer in his own right, and that man was a champion.
Just sit back and appreciate this.
God, that is awesome scenes. How good.
Player.
Adams. Pendlebury's got enough time. Quaynor released off the back of the square. He's away. He goes long off the outside of his boots. This is lethal from Collingwood at the moment. I'm not sure we've seen too many better goals this season, to be honest.
Got to stop the bleeding here somehow. Cox! Big climb! What about that?
Wowee.
Collingwood fans in ecstasy. That is superb.
Done. Play on.
Somehow gets to the back. Heppel comes in. Ginnivan there as well. Pulsating footy being played by the Magpies. Nice hitch and climb there from Big Mason. Caldwell. Howe. Wright had to thump it away. Howe goes back and finds it. Looks for Noble. Won that one-on-one well, and then to McCreery. They're winning all the one-on-ones. Bo McCreery. No, Jonesy, does he like the look of this from downtown?
Oh, it's got to take his best effort. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's got it in him, but I hope he does.
Sets it up. And it's marked brilliantly by Johnson, who's already got a couple.
It's a big grab, Lingy.
Yeah, they've got a threatening forward line. The movement is good. Again, blocking for each other. Mason Cox gets knocked over by Phillips. And Johnson just goes at the footy. That's a good pack mark. And look at the teammates celebrate. You can tell the unity of a group by the joy they get from each other's terrific play.
Just his second game to make it a 3-goal first quarter. There it is. That's nuts. This is just a little scary statement Collingwood are making.
Huge pack mark. What a second game, really. Made a statement, and you touched on it, Ling. I think the dynamic of the Pies forward line just got so many threatening options at the minute.
Phillips climbs early. Adams underneath, gave it straight to Caldwell. Brushed the Pendlebury tackle. Stringer goes back. He has not had a possession, Jake Stringer. Snelling worked really hard. Caldwell gave it up to Noble. Stringer latches onto him. Even that's a rare win for Essendon, just to keep it around their 50.
And again, clearances. 12-6, it's getting there, and they just cannot keep it in there. Still 0 disposals inside their forward 50.
McCreery's tap. Caldwell. Heppel. McGrath needs to move it quickly. Got to find a mark. Peter Wright coming. Couldn't take it. I don't know about the premiership, but that quarter was a cakewalk for Collingwood. A 37-point lead to the Magpies at quarter time.
Interesting one down here as well. Essendon over the last month have been one of the most efficient sides inside forward 50. They were kept that quarter possessionless for the whole quarter.
They go inside now, and they'll get a free kick, so this is a good start for Essendon. Peter Wright, a holding free.
It came from Jake Stringer in the middle. There's the little hold. The umpires look for that. As soon as the arm wraps around, a little bit of a cuddle. They'll pay that each time around the waist. That's what they had to fix up. The clearances were okay in the first quarter, but it went inside forward 50 and just came out like lightning. It must stay there. The right must convert.
Good set shot kicker. And he pumps it through the middle. Essendon get there first. Badly needed and a good start. Third goal of the year for Peter Wright. He's had a good one.
Some important names involved there. The importance of centre bounce wins. Take the territory. All one-on-ones ahead of the footy. As you mentioned, Lee, umpire's going to pay that, and it's an important conversion. Bombers finally on the board.
Cox comes at Draper from round the side. Draper wins it down to Shield. He's had a stack of it early. Stringer in the middle. Hand pass. Pendlebury got in the road. Well played. Cox just threw it on the boot. Took some territory. Cameron there with Laverty. Cameron takes possession. Laverty takes hold of him.
Fine. Thank you.
Need to build on that, Essendon.
Sam and Darcy.
Slowly claw their way back. Collingwood was so dominant in that first quarter.
Play on.
Merritt's being
Holding
held.
Merritt advantage. Essendon advantage.
Another possession for Shield. Durham wants to give it back to him. McGrath. That's a hack. Not well timed. Guelphy might be able to do something with it. Nice mark.
Really good
Outside
mark.
5. Play on.
Wright come in from the side. Good hands in front, Durham. And the tackle heat from Collingwood has been really impressive.
Mason, Sam. Clear the area. Sam behind you. Clear the area. Play on.
Clean possession, but then stripped of it by Crisp. It's bouncing on the wing. Cameron inching it forward. Elliott, lots of talent. Partially smothered ball.
Holding.
Redmond held.
Holding. Essendon. Make sure you come back on two. Play on.
Wonderful year, Mason Redmond. To the skipper. Jones, so impressive above his head.
Stand.
Just can't get the flow going from here. Only option is long to a contest.
Play on. Play on.
Murphy and Moore provide that contest for the Magpies. Dacos streaming through. Slightly broken up handball gives the Bombers a little look here.
Holding. Essendon.
It'll come back.
Downfield free kick.
Jones.
It's a holding downfield free kick to Zach Merritt. Stand up. Take your time. Time back on. Stand. Thank you.
The clear instruction from the umpire that all of that meant everyone got behind the ball. Good ball here for Jones. Just broken up by Howe. Now Dylan Shield for the second for the Bombers, and he just misses.
Shield. 11 disposals. Merritt's had 13. Down the middle goes Moore. What a kick. Elliott. just casually wander out of defence. No one going to him. Hoskin Elliott breaks. He's got too much on it.
Just missed the kick there, Elliott, but again, it just felt a little bit too easy. Great kick from fullback. And then Hoskin Elliott was on. Essendon have got to close that gap and can't just keep conceding those marks and letting Collingwood slice through.
Shield creative by hand to Heppel. Stringer needs to get involved. Nice kick. Promising build-up. Now the critical piece for Essendon. Jones is a deep target. Langford leads. He's ignored. It's a long one in. To the pack. Oh, yes. And commanding in the air is Jones. This is better from Essendon.
Actually didn't mind Big Peter Wright's patience there to allow the Bombers to reset the ground and create some depth. Big Jones, all his athleticism there on show.
Jeremy Howe was on him. I think Howe was just trying to outread him in the air and maybe use his athleticism, but well done by Jones.
One of the young players Essendon hopes to build its future around. They've kicked 2 in the second term. Just a behind to their name in the first quarter, Essendon. Much needed response at the start of the second, and the margin is back to 4 goals Collingwood's way.
Their ball use has improved. They've got to make sure they lock into a couple of other areas as well, but they're certainly taking the ball forward much better.
Good young player, Harry Jones. Very necessary start to this second term from the Bombers after a blitz early from Collingwood. Shield hovers over it. Some work done to Brody Myercheck.
Thank you. Andrew.
Spiked forward by Cox. Heppel did well. Out of the hands. Durham. Good one-on-one win. Shield forward. Martin, if it sits. Into the pocket. They can ruffle it. And Snelling.
Terrific effort there at half-forward by Durham. Great tackle and gather. I love the composure here. Lovely touch kick. 15 gone.
Every single goal of this game's gone to the City end. Will Snelling to make it 3 in a row to start this second term for Essendon. Handed across the face, and it results in a mark to Peter Wright.
Nice pass, JB.
25 out.
5 metres, please.
If it results in a goal, Bombers fans don't care. It should result in a goal from here. 3 in a row, Bombers. Cannot believe that that's what he was intending to do, but it absolutely doesn't matter.
We're not going to give Snelling the benefit of the doubt here. Not when a small forward's got it that close to goal. He has a shot every single time, but Peter Wright read it quickest. Took the mark, finds his second goal. Been a good response by the Bombers this second term.
Phillips out of the middle. Stringer got it back. Murphy committed hard, didn't take possession of the ball. Langford tackled. Murphy tackled. Essendon have turned this around. What are they doing differently, Campbell Brown?
Well, Dale Tapping and Blake Carosello are having an animated discussion at quarter time. That's the midfield and forwards coach. No doubt they were talking about the connection. And the thing I've noticed in this quarter is they're coming through the corridor a lot more. In that first quarter, they were going out to the pockets too much.
Merritt tumbles it forward. Murphy's got to defend. He did it well in the end.
Add to that, the Bombers just been terrific this quarter in winning critical one-on-ones. They're just finding a way, which in the first, everything kept coming up Collingwood.
Long one for Moore. Phillips.
Thanks, Darcy. Darcy and Andrew.
They're smashing the Pies in clearance, and they've got an edge out in contest as well.
Prairie. Slightly wobbly ball, he controlled it well, gives it off to Dacos. Now Adams through the middle of the G. Forward to Crisp. Now Noble. The handball missed. Noble's got to go back and hunt the footy. Quaynor. That's incorrect disposal. Holding the ball doesn't matter what you call it.
Dyson, take the ball, please. John, let him up now. Thank you. Time back on. Stand.
Excellent by the Bombers there. Collingwood had that look of being able to slice through them again like they did in the first quarter. They caused a bit of a mistake, a little skill error, and then nailed a big tackle.
Merritt's 15th disposal
Outside
finds
5.
McGrath. The short option. Looking up better, the Bombers.
Stand.
Snelling.
Play on.
Now the long one. Jones and Wright. Phillips back with the flight. Crisp goes through, takes possession. Non-preferred right. You can tell.
It's a completely different Bombers side that we're seeing at the minute. Just their pressure's gone up, their ability to win contests has gone up. It's creating so many more opportunities.
Ridley.
Got 15, play on.
Kelly's got to go. Bianco said no.
Go in.
Jay Kelly, former Adelaide Crow. Old man, a premiership player with Collingwood. Brother on Collingwood's list.
Play on.
And stripped of it. And 2 number 8s go at it.
Good tackle. Darcy, Andrew. Thanks, man.
Merritt gets it out of there.
High tackle. That's
And the advantage is going to be
Blake
paid.
stopped.
Fantastic decision. These ones have to be paid every single time. Can't lose sight of a player in the act of trying to pick up the footy. Has to be protected. Well done.
Again, not 15, so Heppel a long one. Phillips! Suddenly they're plucking him from everywhere.
Thank you. Thanks, Harry. Thanks, Nathan. Nick. Let it go, let it go. Where were you? Got the ball. 15 gone. Peter. Peter can get out of the area.
Almost like these two teams have swapped jumpers.
Isaac, 5 metres, move away.
Essendon doing to Collingwood exactly what they had done to them in the first term for 4 in a row from directly in front. Wonderful response, Essendon. Love seeing that from your big ruckman too. Get forward and grab one out of the air. A happier Ben Rutten.
That's the one there can just be no confusion over. As the player's trying to go down to win the footy, must be protected. The umpire made the right decision there, well played, and then it was just Phillips standing strong in front of Cameron. Darcy Cameron was hoping that someone might have been coming over the top, and just complete domination to the city end of this ground.
There's no wind, Lingy, so if anyone can come up with a reason as to why, please tell me.
Here they come again. Draper, awkward kick, might work out. Snelling burst forward, slapped it. I'm not sure the move was anticipated by Heppel. Snelling's now lost it under side bottom pressure, but he fights hard and he keeps going. Brilliant.
What a game here.
Mason.
Tenacity exemplified there by Will Snelling. Never gave up. Bombers working their way back. Heppel. It's it back from Shield. Now McGrath.
On 15, play on.
Hobbs told to play on. Couldn't brush Ginnivan. Jack Ginnivan wins a free kick.
Stand, play on.
Wide he goes. Johnson with 3 in the first term. Can't hang on to that. They keep it in. Shield gets it from Ridley. Pumping handball to Snelling. Now Heppel.
Play on.
Touch ball, as you heard, so Howe's got to wait for it at ground level. Noble. Handball triangle set up, and Quaynor. Straight though to Draper. Always marking that ball.
Both engaged.
It's been a stark turnaround in this term from the Bombers. Held by 37 points at quarter time.
Play on.
Laverty's going to switch the play to Zirk Thatcher. All of a sudden, this ball is moving more effectively for Essendon. Martin was clean, gave to Hind. McCreery loves a tackle. Did he drop it, Hind? McCreery goes again and locks it in.
Shows really good signs of a coachable group, that you can be so completely dominated in the first quarter, come down, change a few things, and they can turn it around so quickly, Essendon.
Draper. Noble. Couldn't involve himself. Volleyball. Right, clever. Guelphy squaring ball. Maynard best placed. He moves it quickly to Lipinski.
Pat Lipinski. Jeremy Howe. Love the ball in Nick Dacos' hands. And the side bottom, same can be said.
Stand.
Isaac Quaynor.
2 metres, back.
So some speed off the ball here for Collingwood. Try and take some heat out of this Essendon charge.
Play on.
Myercheck in front. Didn't actually get his hands in the air in the end. Floating ball though straight to Pendlebury.
Outside 5.
Something good normally happens from here.
Play on.
No, the complete opposite. Read beautifully by Guelphy.
28 contested possessions to 12 Essendon's way in this quarter.
Outside 5.
Jonesy brought that up very early. That's where it's shifted. The ability for Essendon to win those one-on-one contests, important footies. That's been the massive shift in this game. Very impressive.
Hind.
Play on.
A little unsure, told to go. Peter Wright's not a bad option when you've got to go to a pack. He's the biggest one in it. Stringer. Good pressure from Pendlebury.
I really like that passage of play there. Bombers had nothing going forward, and Guelphy's patience to find a mark and then allow the ground to reset. They've actually been able to take the ball from 50 to 50, which is a great result.
Rockman nullify each other. McCreery goes without. Shield. Beautiful sidestep. Then he goes to Guelphy. He's just stuck the mid in there and somehow it stayed.
Oh, what a grab. What was that feeling of, I know this is going to hurt a lot. I'm going to stick it out and see if it sticks. Great mark.
Isaac. Isaac. 2 metres. 15
Well done.
Stand. Isaac. Go out 2 metres. Defense behind the mark.
Matt Guelphy for 5 in a row for the Bombers. And to drag it back to 5 points. How good. Guelphy gets his first. 37 points down at quarter time, Essendon. Superb response.
Brilliant here by Guelphy. Read this one, created the turnover first of all, picked off the Pendlebury kick, and then down the other end of the ground, brave mark, skillful mark, and a nice finish. What a quarter of footy by the Bombers. They've stopped Collingwood being able to control the footy. They've smashed them in the contested ball. Now they're feeling real good about themselves.
Inside 50s, 12-3, and Shields having a blinder for Essendon. Off to Martin. Over the head of Guelphy, and Maynard pounced for Collingwood. Adams. Low, hard kick into the middle. Brave and brilliant. Myercheck. And he goes long. Cameron comes out, crashed the pack. He's well roved, but a great tackle on Hoskin Elliott. McGrath got hold of him. Jamie Elliott. They have got a real taste for this now, Essendon. And they have gone from a state of despair to real elation. These two teams do not like each other. This is game on.
Pendlebury walked into a wall of Essendon defenders now. Jeremy Howe in good shape. Draper to the front. Uncontested in the end. The new Bomber cult figure, Sammy Draper. Heppel.
Outside 5.
But Hind on short will go there.
Outside 5.
They've been prepared to do this as well, haven't they, Jonesy? Just patient ball use. When the time's right to go fast, Essendon have, but
Play on.
control it as well.
Hobbs high and long. Jones not quite right. Noble. They're out. Southern side. Good ball for Howe. Wobbles it in the direction of Elliott. It gets past him. Ground ball to win. Myercheck. Essendon, though, these little ones going their way, although Adams back to Crisp, a left footer. Short, he misses the target. Hind and McCreary.
Insufficient intent.
Oh, that is an interesting call.
Come through. Attack the ball towards the line. 1 foot on the line, please. Thanks, Nick. Stand.
His first tap was towards the line, but not the one that actually went over the line. That was an accidental contact when he was pushed.
Boot on. Play on.
McCreary tees it up to the teeth of goal. Cox flew, or almost landed in the lap of Cameron. Hoskin Elliott, soccer. Martin. Redmond. Hind has the protection of Wright.
Wright's got to work hard now to get down the line because Darcy Moore was positioned well. They're structured up for the long kick if necessary.
McGrath. Durham had to wait a while. Maynard couldn't pull it in. This has been a real turnaround. Resilience being shown by Essendon. Completely outplayed in the first quarter, but now dictating terms to Collingwood.
Suddenly a frown on the face of Coach McRae. Hobbs. Picked up by Crisp, but walks into Phillips. Shield.
Holding Collingwood.
Crisp was held on to. Geez, they're a bright pair of boots Dylan Shields wearing.
Time back on. Stand.
I can't see you with them, Jonesy. Meat and two veg you were. We go inside 50. Almost Cameron. Myercheck, such an honest player. McCreary, bouncing ball. Redmond gets back there.
Only I could get away with boots like that, JB. My
My
speed.
goodness.
They were vibrant up top and down below, Cameron Lee.
They've got a light globe inside them.
So that is Collingwood's first score of the quarter. It comes courtesy of a rush behind. We saw Essendon not score in the first quarter until the 20-minute mark, courtesy of a rush behind. Another free kick spotted, this time going Essendon's way to Peter Wright.
Time back on.
Knott's kicked 2 goals in the term.
Play on.
It's got Phillips down the line. Howe up to spoil.
And they're quite content with that kick if it ends up being spoiled over the boundary line like this, because they are dominating the clearances so well, Essendon. They are in complete control around the stoppages, so they don't mind that as a bailout, reset it, and then go back to work at the clearance.
Cox tried to release Jamie Elliott. McGrath a hand in there, but Lipinski works it to Elliott under pressure. Lipinski slaps it forward. McCreary bursts onto the ball. Merritt pursues. McCreary gets away. Crisp under pressure from Snelling. They still work it forward. McCreary again trying to get involved. To Crisp, to Ginnivan. His hand pass partially smothered. Myercheck gets it, and he gets the reward Collingwood needed. Brodie Myercheck gets his first. It's Collingwood's first of the quarter after being squarely challenged. A spirited Essendon fight back. Collingwood just with that little bit of breathing space again. Myercheck with 33 goals now for the season.
It was a great piece of play by McCreary. Put the burners on. Stayed involved. A little bit of chaos. I like Ginnivan's unselfishness there. Almost didn't pay off, but Pies will be happy with that one. Little settler.
First of the match to the punt road end. Bit of order restored for the Magpies. Adams dribbles it off the boot. Side bottom. Hard one to control. Inside 50 now. Myercheck, McCreary walks into Zerk Thatcher.
So that's an important little tackle and lock up there. Josh Dacos started in that centre bounce and just kept going forward. Completely lost Jake Stringer. Was on over the top.
Elliott just missing. 7 inside 50s here for the Magpies, so they've restored a little bit of control.
Ridley into Redmond. McGrath. Redmond wanted the kick into the corridor. You could see him directing traffic, but instead Laverty out wide. Guelphy needed to go. Maynard always goes. Bianco to Nick Dacos. Back to Bianco. Awkward left foot kick. Effective. Side bottom. Can they manufacture another one here, the Pies?
Play on. Play on.
Stem the flow at the other end. Side bottom. Myercheck, what a mark in front. Mason Redmond committed himself. He's copped one, but he's won more than a few admirers with that effort. Superb defensive mark.
I love watching him play.
Oh, yeah.
Such a good player. His ability to defend and attack, and then the courage there.
Play on.
Phillips and Cox. Bianco, a nice little sidestep, but no one home. Laverty
Stand by.
in the hole.
Stand. Stand.
They'll take this, the Bombers. You say to Ben Rutten at quarter time, you can go in 13 down. They'll always take that. Phillips, Maynard, Bianco, handball just missed. Hine Good ball for Wright. Now they can go. Thumps a long one. Power in from the side with a punishing spoil.
That's impressive by Jeremy Howe to launch and time that beautifully. He's done that his entire career. If he's not taking hangers, he's just been helping out in the air. Big spoils.
So Essendon, a chance to score before half-time. Heppel on his wrong side. Merritt, squaring ball. They need a mark. Up goes Durham, couldn't pull it in. Guelphy lurking, out it comes. Time running out. Jones, they ran out of time. But they worked their way back admirably. And they're keen to get in the face of Nick Dacos. Jones and Dacos and a few others as well. As the passions just spill over a fraction. No quarter being given at the MCG. Collingwood led by 37 at quarter time. Essendon hit back. Well, we've had an entertaining contest through the opening half of it. What does the second half hold for us? Draper the tap. Crisp knocked off it by Stringer. Adams goes through. Nick Dacos to Pendlebury. Closed down, but rumbles free to Josh Dacos. He's lost his footing. Crisp had it spoiled away by Laverty. Martin. Caldwell. And now Merritt. They come forward. Snelling had a lively second turn. Back to Merritt. Langford goes up, but more in front. Peter Wright was the better of the two options there. Shorter.
Campbell Brown, news for the Bombers.
Mason Redmond has been subbed out after taking that outstanding mark late in that the second quarter. He is out. Braden Ham, the substitute, has been activated, guys.
Good mark, Draper. Thanks for that, Brownie. That's big news. He's been one of the star defenders of the competition, Redmond. Inside 50 ball. Moore doing what he does best, although he couldn't hang on in the end. Stringer handballed it straight to Maynard. Adams taken. Guelphy. Great vision, Merritt. Peter Wright.
Yeah, brilliant vision by Zach Merritt. Find Peter Wright. He's a very nice kick for goal, Peter Wright. Yeah, that Mason Redmond sub out is a huge blow for the Bombers. He's been excellent. What a mark it was. I only assume it was concussion issue with the way that he landed. Now they're going to have to just scramble that defence a little bit, cover for each other a bit more, because Redmond's been a key part of it.
Peter Wright. It's not coming back enough.
So this was that incident earlier. Back with a flight, Mychek coming at him, but it hit the back of his head and he landed on the ground. Pies come out through Bianco. Johnson down the line. Cleared the pack. Side bottom. Ricochets off the thigh of Jamie Elliott. Side bottom keeps on running. Goes to ground. Ginnivan now involved near the boundary line. He wants to square it up. Mychek and Johnson. Essendon defence, Martin and Ridley there to kill it off.
The official word for Mason Redmond is internal bruising, so not a concussion, but he's obviously very, very sore.
So a couple of behinds to start this second half. Good mark, Durham. Really good mark.
Outside 5.
Poses so many questions. I don't want to start doubting anything. I feel bad saying this, but is that to perhaps circumvent the guaranteed 12-day?
Shield. Draper. And a good piece of that now. Caldwell. Merritt. Martin.
And to clarify, I'm not saying that it is, but when you see something like that and you just think straight away concussion, once they're ruled out with concussion, it is the guaranteed 12-day concussion protocol no matter what.
On that replay, Lingy, I don't think he did hit his head. I just think he came down and knocked the wind out of him.
Nick Martin. To get it back into single figures for the Bombers. Been a good goal-kicking find. Good start, Essendon. Martin with the first of the second half.
This is where the game's really swung. Essendon's ability to make a contest there, get it on the ground, swoop on it with numbers, and efficiently pop from those contests and create opportunities like we saw. It's a great finish. Bombers have started where they left off.
Perfect high bounce in the middle. Off the hands of Draper. Caldwell and Pendlebury fight. And there is no winner.
Thank you. Darcy and Sam.
And Rutten. Constant dialogue with his players. Adams tackled, comes out to Merritt. Chucked it on the boot. Guelphy pushed into the ball by Quaynor. Durham to Hobbs to Guelphy. Caught. Quaynor got him.
On the ball, Collingwood.
Wasn't a helpful hand pass.
Stand, play on.
Quaynor to Ginnivan.
Move outside 5. Move outside 5. Outside 5. Play on.
Ginnivan sets it up for Cameron and a few others, and Draper comes in from the side, and he was one of the others. He's having an imposing presence for Essendon. He's helped get them back into this contest.
He's playing his 39th game, Sam Draper. The sky is literally the limit.
Thank you.
And internally, Lingy, they absolutely love this bloke.
Yep.
They see him doing anything throughout his career. He's physical, he's a remarkable athlete. He gets after it at ground level, good in the air, good in the hit-outs.
Thank you.
Gets after opposition mids too.
It's always a good thing when you're playing with a ruckman like
Play
that.
on. Fine.
Goes hunting blokes like you, Jonesy.
I'm on the bandwagon. I love him. He reminds me of a young Maxi Gawn.
And that's high praise. Handball to Bianco. Meyer, check, Elliott. Oh, great mark, Zerk Thatcher. Quality.
So the Bombers through Heppel. Now Durham. Zach Merritt. 26 disposals now. Peter Wright's all on his own. Langford's deep. Stringer at half forward. Wright looking laterally.
Play on.
Just enough on it to Durham. And now they can open things up. Ridley can wander forward. Use it inside 50 towards Ham. He couldn't mark. It slapped to Ridley. Off to McGrath. McGrath's kick smothered by Lipinski. Side bottom. Confronts Martin. Wraps him up in the middle of the MCG.
Thank you.
Absorbing football between
Sam, Darcy.
two very proud clubs.
Suddenly it feels like everything means a lot.
Oh, Essendon.
Draper.
Stand.
Talks to the Bombers' development late in this season, that they can come back so strongly into this game. More. Pendlebury held up straight away. First half of the year, if they're trailing by 37 points at quarter time, that's the end of the game. They've built something late. Cameron down. Good little touch here for Merritt. Into the path of Wright.
This is the very best version of Zach Merritt today. Creative with his ball use in damaging parts of the ground, just using his fantastic vision and clever skills. Nice little tap by Durham as well. He's setting them up. 27 disposals to Zach Merritt already.
Wright's missed one. He ain't missing that. Good set shot, exponent. third. 1 point margin.
Terrific game awareness by Durham to not take possession, little tap, and that is what Merritt does when he's at his best. He's not about racking up numbers backward of centre. It's damaging with his great kicking ability and his great vision.
Only a point in it. Pies led by as much as 37. Essendon has not led at any stage in this match. Adams willed himself through. Bianco, dangerous handball. Nick Dacos has to be clean. He managed to lose Snelling momentarily. Caldwell came at him. There's a ferocity about Essendon that was lacking at the start of this contest. They have found something, and they've found a way back. No free kick given here to Dacos. Now, did he get one over the shoulder going low? Caldwell did just enough to avoid giving away the free. Josh Dacos, bouncing ball. Kelly's going to run onto it. Heppel aids him with a shepherd. Kick in field, a good one. Shield, who's been a real spark from the word go.
Martin. Shane Warne stands side of the ground. Heppel.
Outside 5.
To centre half forward. Noble. There's the umpire viewing this. Gone.
Straight now to him, John.
Big crowd in the house, lots of noise. Bombers fans have found their voice. Hobbs, touch ball. To the ground. Langford. 3 in a row to start this second half, Bombers. Can you believe that? They've hit the front. After Collingwood started this game with 6 straight.
I've said it all day, just the big boys' ability to make a contest in the air. They've been able to duke a few, but Big Peter Wright just gets his hands to it, gets it on the ground, and then just quality crumb and finish.
Dylan Shield having a break. He's had 20 disposals. Merritt leads all comers with 27. Phillips tapped it down. Pendlebury dragged off it. Here comes Big Phillips. Thrust them forward again. And again it's Langford. He might have lost his GPS and all of that. It's been that sort of frenetic afternoon.
Well, Craig McRae spoke to Campbell Brown at half-time and said the centre clearances were an issue. It's still a massive issue. The Bombers are charging out of there. A good forward craft in front, first to move by Langford with a quick kick in.
It's not going to be a major. Langford makes it a goal the margin.
Got a bit of D'Artagnan about that mo too. Langford just got a little twirl at the end. Over to Collingwood. See if they can get this Essendon momentum arrested. Beautiful ball. Oscar Elliott did not have to break stride. Now Dacos. Searching ball. Myercheck so courageous in the air. What a grab.
Mark is here. 1 metre across Brennan.
Brilliant transition of the footy. 8 of the last 9 goals of this game have been kicked by Essendon. The only one Collingwood have kicked in that time was by the man on screen. And he's done it again. Been a terrific Collingwood footballer, Brodie Mihocek, coming towards his 100th game. Never leaves anything out there.
It was a perfect kick by Jeremy Howe, and then the overlap run from Josh Dacos is the important one. That's disappeared after quarter time. It was his run that allowed that kick to get over the top to Mihocek. Courageous mark, nice finish.
Brodie Mihocek has led the Collingwood goal kicking for each of the past 3 years. He's now kicked 34 goals this season. Cox had a crack at it in the middle. Hobbs there first. Side bottom latched onto him. Peter McKenna, what a champion. Jeff Brown and Mark Anderson there as well. Quarter watching on. Collingwood fans will be getting a bit used to this, these tight encounters. Yeah. Put the seatbelt in again and strap yourself in, Pies fans. The Dons have given a very good account of themselves, and here they come. Shield, Martin, Ham past Snelling, Ham past Guelphy, back to Snelling, one over the top. Langford involved again and missing again. These are opportunities that need to be taken.
Back to the 9. Outside 5 now.
Was it one too many, Linger?
Yes, it was, JB. Just one of those players had to take responsibility and say, okay, there's selflessness and then there's responsibility. It's my goal, I've got to nail it.
Laverty with a good mark. To a dangerous spot for Jones to fly. Thumped away from him. Lipinski to green grass. Good pickup. Ridley, quality player. Merritt. And Cox always winning that battle against the 175-centimetre frame of Will Snelling. Laverty, simple mark. Well, he made it look simple. Stuck the one arm up and took it really nicely.
Laverty's eyes go to the corridor. Options closed down there. The long option in hasn't been a bad one for Essendon of late. And he sits it up again. Out they come in front. Harry Jones couldn't mark. Crisp had a fresh airy. Langford fights for it. Rep fee by Crisp. Shield to Martin. He hasn't hit that well. And that was a good result for Essendon because it pitched inside the field of play and a boundary throw-in. Here's the outcome.
They're not getting the reward on the scoreboard, but all time in half, and eventually the pressure builds and the dam wall breaks.
Draper went through Martin. Lipinski immediately tackled by Hobbs. They've locked it in, the Dons.
Sam and Mason.
Dumping kick out of there from Lipinski. Ginnivan stayed under the ball well. Kelly. Back inside they go. Sammy Draper nearly hangs on. Good slap, Stringer, and he ain't missing from there. Been a quiet afternoon for Jake, but he only needs a little bit of room.
Yep.
We highlighted him before the game, Jonesy. Sam Draper has been huge.
I think that tap, just understanding the game, you know, that's a real skill. For him not to take possession or try and dive for a handball, and obviously it sets up for a goal, but that's where the talent and skill is, and why there's just such great hope for the quality and type of player that he's going to grow into.
Cameron perfectly down to Adams, off to Mr. Perfect. Pendlebury uses his right to spiral it inside 50, and Ridley intercepts for the Bombers. Collingwood with a spot in the top 4 at stake. If they win, they'll go into the 4. Essendon would love nothing more than to play the role of disruptor against their old foe, Durham. 37 points down at quarter time was Essendon. Only scored a point in the first term. Cameron's well placed to intercept. He couldn't pull in the mark. Caldwell, Hind in open space. Great smother, Maynard. Magnificent. And Noble comes away. Myercheck's one-on-one with Ridley. Off the toes of Myercheck. McCreary had to go through his legs. Good tackle, Myercheck on Merritt. And in they spill again. There's a problem behind the play, and Maynard after he made that smother. Let's go down to Campbell Brown.
You see the desperation from Maynard diving across Hind's boot. He's landed awkwardly and subluxed that left shoulder, the one that's strapped already.
I spoke earlier about what a tough unit
Hold the ball.
he is, Braden Maynard, but he's going straight downstairs.
Now, please. Essendon free kick. Thanks to you, Scott. Thanks, Scott.
He's as tough as they come, Maynard, and as important as they come for the Pies.
Yeah, he's gone straight down the race in a fair bit of discomfort.
Play on.
String it. Steers it to centre-half forward. Front and centre, Shield did it well. McGrath to Jones. The kick just misses. And Howe. Straight back to McGrath.
Holding, Essendon.
Taken when he didn't have it.
50 metres.
A bit of feeling comes in.
50 metres. They pushed him to ground in the back. Andrew McGrath. Andrew. Pushed him to ground in the back.
So pretty clear from the umpire.
You can sense a real building of frustration. Obviously, Jamie Elliott there gives away the free kick, and then the push for the 50. But they're being starved of opportunity. Ball has lived in Essendon's forward half.
13 inside 50s to 5.
For their 5th of this third term, McGrath. They've missed some opportunities, Essendon.
Darcy Moore to bring it back into play. Takes some territory. And goes long all the way to the wing, but Draper's floating back. Heppel. Shield. And Ridley. Hind next in line as Essendon owns the ball, and there's the one into the middle of the ground to Shield. Can he get it moving quickly? No. Collingwood is well set up. Shield explores, goes for territory. Wright is coming. Wright! Pendlebury slipped the tackle. So strong through the hips. Crisp, Quaynor, Josh Dacos hacks a kick out of defence. They line up. Pendlebury knew the boundary line was his friend.
Essendon in total control. To highlight that with the stats, plus 31 in uncontested possessions, Essendon. That is massive differential. Marks this quarter, 30-8. So just in total control, the Bombers. What they have to do is really capitalise on all of this.
9 goals to 2 since quarter time for Essendon. Quaynor can stretch away. Taking in a really good late tackle. Guelphy slaps it for Merritt. Dangerous ball here. Murphy confronted. Elliott, good handball, really good handball for Pendlebury. Now Josh Dacos can bounce away. Lipinski runs for him. Not sure what happened. Ball just fell out of his hands.
Collingwood.
He's still got to go quick from here. Essendon defence is scrambling to get back.
Dacos measures his kick to Cameron. Through his fingertips it goes. Essendon come up with it. Martin turns it over. Plainor can set pies up again. Hoskin Elliott. Mason Cox the deepest target. Can Ginnivan get dangerous at the feet? In it goes. Collapsing Cameron in front of the pack. And the ball beats everyone over. The tension is building at the MCG. Essendon taking it right up to the finals-bound Magpies.
Lost 8 of their last 10 games here, the Bombers. Martin without. And a holding free will go Essendon's way deep in defence.
Martin.
Fine. Play on, my ball. Outside 5.
McGrath. Now they can go. Durham.
Outside 5. Outside 5. Play on. Me. Outside 5.
Jake Kelly flicks it back to Ridley. Durham lurking on the wing, can go. No one ahead of him didn't want to.
Jack, stay out. Next way. Play on.
Now a penetrating ball. Stringer in front, couldn't hang on. Guelphy. Langford. Heppel will want his left side. Merritt, ball didn't get to him. Lipinski spun in the tackle. And gone. Ginnivan bowled over. Noise deafening.
With zero prior opportunity there. Not sure a genuine attempt could be made as you're getting flung around. Rough call.
Merritt into the pocket. Good ball for Durham.
Oh, still no sign of Braden Maynard.
Play on to Stringer. Get back to the sec, Brownie. High ball. Mark taken. Draper.
Come around 10. Ruck is here. Thank you. 1 more metre.
Kicks this and brings the house down.
Ruckman don't kick these, do they?
I'll believe anything after last week, JB.
15 gone.
Sam Draper to extend this lead outside of the boot. Oh, no chance.
Oh, he's off.
He is taking the mickey. Sammy Draper. Ridiculous stuff. Talk about how loved he is internally. What about the Bomber faithful?
Big Sammy with a colossal mark in the pocket. Just pushes the entire pack out of the way. And he can do whatever he likes after that one.
Outside of the boot, Jonesy.
Have a look at him. Oh, I love him.
What a sight in every way. Adams, Lipinski. Josh Dacos will run onto it on the wing. McCreery over the top. Hind pursues McCreery. Closes him down.
Outstanding, Nick Hind. Brilliant play.
Ooh, now he's the target. McCreery hammers it into row 13.
And just as good by McCreery. Made the mistake, put it out on the full, didn't dwell on it, got back involved. Sets his team up with a chance, a slight chance with 12 seconds to go.
It's a nice little battle there, those two.
Josh Carmichael's warming up right in front of me here, guys. Still no sign of Maynard with his left shoulder. I dare say that the Pies will make the call at three-quarter time.
The Magpies have won 7 games by 11 points or less. If they can get up today, it's going to be another nail-biter. Cox had his kick smothered. Seconds counting down towards three-quarter time. Dacos out to McCreery. Need a quick mark. Mychek in the pack, double-teamed. An enormous turnaround in this game.
Just perfect representation of the jumper.
Here we go, the final half hour in what has been a gripping contest. Jamie Elliott in the middle, couldn't win it for Collingwood. He goes again, bodies flying everywhere. Merritt tried to knock it out. Mason Cox has gone in there. Merritt, brilliant. Out to Martin. McGrath and Martin combine again. Kick will bounce in front of Snelling and Noble there with him. Out of play it goes. What have the Magpies got? Their reward, if they can find a way to the front and close it out, will be a top 4 position by tonight.
10 of the last 12 they've kicked. Martin. Hobbs. Floating ball works. Stringer.
Stand. Play on.
Punches it. Quain, really good mark. What have they got to do, Nathan Jones, the Magpies, in the next 25-30 minutes?
Oh, I think they've got to arrest some of the momentum Essendon are creating from stoppages and contest wins and get some flow back on their ball movement. It's been very stagnant. That's obviously credit to the Bombers. Defending has been a real highlight for them since the second quarter, but Pies have got to find a way.
They're not going to be able to just pick their way down the ground with kick mark. So it has to come from the contest initially, doesn't it?
Exactly this phase of play here.
It's a simple mark for a really good player in Jordan Ridley.
Straight back to him now. Move outside.
Careful on short.
Outside 5. Move it on. Play on.
Forward 50 stoppage for the Bombers.
Ridley just a little sore after going up and taking that intercept mark earlier. He's going to persist with things. And great persistence from the Bombers. They were 37 points down at quarter time. And there's one in the back or a holding free kick, whichever way you want. A Guelphy free within range.
Time back on.
John Noble, the offender. Mason lost his goggles in all of that.
It's that awkward one where you don't realise that the ball's gone from the player you're tackling. Noble saw it spill away and thought, I've done the wrong thing, got caught.
Essendon missed a few very gettable opportunities during that third term to really heap some pressure on Collingwood. Guelphy delivers. He wants more from the Essendon fans. A 20-point margin to the Dons, who managed only 1 behind in that first quarter as Collingwood kicked 6 goals 2. It had you thinking this could be an absolute blowout. This has been a serious display of character from an Essendon side that's having a very good back end of the year.
There's the free kick. Noble not realising the ball had spilled away. Nice finish by Guelphy. 20 points now for the Bombers. They've done a lot of things right. They've put time into Nick Dacos, only the 13 disposals. Hobbs there, Snelling's done it as well. They've made sure that he can't get creative off half-back. Well, that's what Collingwood needs now, run and creativity.
57-point turnaround in this game. Essendon have been unbelievable since quarter time. Stringer stepping through. Outside of the boot, Bender. Langford, and that might have been a hold, not paid. Hobbs applying the tackle. Caldwell also.
Andrew, Mason.
Caldwell, good ball. Draper, Stringer loves this. Absolutely dragged it miles left, out the full.
Just for some context, at the domination from Essendon, they're winning contested possession 112 to 86 and clearance 38 to 22.
That's massive. That's
Massive
a huge
differentials.
differential.
Moore is forced around the boundary line. Murphy.
And the trouble is, once they can't just find a short target, now it's back in a contest, and they have to win some of these. Oh, that's a beautiful kick, though.
Elliott marks in the middle of the ground. Can he open things up? He wants to go to McCreery. Hoskin Elliott there as well. Hoskin Elliott marks. He's got McCreery over the top. He's got the goals at his mercy. McCreery for home. Missed it.
He liked that for a while off the boot too, Bo McCreery. Big miss. Hind. Martin. Impressive first year from him. Just game 17 from Subiaco in the West. Collingwood get a blocking free. Isaac Quaynor.
Stand. No, not stand.
Campbell, down to you.
Yeah, we thought that the sub was going to be made, and it has now. Josh Carmichael activated and about to run to the field.
Through the hands of Kelly. Went back and found it. The handball missed. Through the legs of Dacos. Langford taken in the tackle, holding the ball. Good win for Nick Dacos. What a great ball forward. Awkward one to handle though for Essendon. Hobbs stepping through with brilliance. Has got Guelphy out.
That's like 5.
He's got numbers on this side. They can just get the overlap and work it right down.
Heppel thought about Durham and then goes to the top of the square, and Murphy had to come and kill it.
It's getting all the more desperate for Collingwood. Murphy weary. Attack.
They've just slapped for Quaynor. It was a throw anyway, so it's going to be a crisp free kick. And it's going to be a front on contact for
Outside 5.
Tyler Adams.
Play on.
Long ball to centre half forward. Draper comes in. Physical presence. Heppel back. Kelly. And Ridley. He's got Langford long and wide and wins a good one-on-one against Josh Dacos. Big noise at the G. Hind. Bites off the 45. It's good too to Snelling. Room to move. Long he goes, and only one player marking that. Sam Durham.
Superb ball use by the Bombers, taking the ball off the line when the opportunity presented through the middle of the ground. And then movement, trying to force young Nick Dacos having to defend, and it was the perfect kick to Durham.
To take it beyond 4 goals. The noise will tell you. And he's missing to the right. Hal Nicholson, he's so excited he's blowing his microphone out. We're going to get a new set for you.
Always bring a spare, JB. Pendlebury confronted. Stringer got a hold of him. He ducked the head. He's gone. That moment there almost sums things up. The Collingwood great. Essendon swarming upon Scott Pendlebury and Jake Stringer. That Esky's causing him some grief.
Just move the Esky aside in the backyard and try and slot it between the two trees. Jake would have done this as a kid a bit.
Feels like a bit of a stringer moment here. The kick is narrow. Essendon yet to put Collingwood away, but threatening to do so. Where is the Collingwood challenge going to come from?
Dacos. Crisp.
Outside 5. Play on.
Runs himself around in circles and then side bottom. Back to Crisp, but Essendon jumpers everywhere now. Cameron. Bullet inside 50. And they get a result with the sub, Carmichael.
Hats off to Jack Crisp. Just had the courage to take the game on. It was chaotic in some sense, but he found he almost ran himself into trouble. But I love the fact that he was brave enough to take the game on.
Doesn't have to be perfect, does it? Sometimes making decisions while you're moving, things open up.
These have got to go through for Collingwood. Well done. Medical sub breathes life into this for the Maggies. His first touch. Just into the game. Good set shot for Josh Carmichael.
Jack Crisp created this goal through his willingness to be brave, take a bit of a risk. Looked like it was going to be messed up a couple of times, but it opened things up. Josh Carmichael, nerves of steel, just nailed it in game number 3. Beautiful kick.
Well, one lead to another for Collingwood. Draper in the middle has been immense. Josh Dacos pursued by Caldwell. Got it away to Nick Dacos. And when the Dacoses get involved, you're in trouble. Off to Crisp. Gives it to Lipinski. Over the head of Myercheck, who doubles back and might be a threat still. Elliott crashed through. Great defensive pressure. Kelly. McGrath. Almost intercepted by Bianco. McCreary, Lipinski. Bianco! He's pulled the kick. And Zerk Thatcher sees it through for a minor. The marvellous sons of marvels imposing themselves, but Collingwood's going to need to find more of it, more dare through the corridor as they try and orchestrate a comeback here.
McGrath runs away. Moore, normally brilliant in that situation, nearly hung on to it. 11 minutes, lots of time left.
You can see the recipe, can't you, Lingy? The Pies boys getting on their bike, using their legs, running from stoppage.
Draper. Good tackle, side bottom.
How valuable is the lived experience now for Collingwood, Lingy, given they've been in this scenario a few times, tight ones and won?
They do know it. They know what they need to do, which is why the urgency's gone up in them with their taking the game on. They know that's the only way back in this one.
They've got out of jail so many times in this winning run, Collingwood. And that brings about belief. Laverty. They work their way through brilliantly with hands, although Noble confronts. And the turnover comes to Pendlebury. Johnson, Elliott, here they come.
And when the ball ends up in the right player's hands, good things more often than not happen. It was Pendlebury's composure there. At a time like this, when the game's hot, you forgive him for just going long and hoping the forward plucks a big one, but he lowered his eyes, hit up Johnson, and then he used the ball well to Elliott. Terrific ball use.
They've won lots of close ones, Collingwood. Jamie Elliott jams it through. 2 in a row, Magpies. Back to 8 points.
And you can sense a shift in momentum. Pies are really lifted around the contest, and as we've already touched on, the ball in the right players' hands at the right times, a high level of composure, they find themselves right back in it.
Mason, Cox and Phillips in the middle. Tap down, Stringer out to Shield. Shield away to Martin. Martin's inside 50 entry. Langford out pointed. Plainor, as Collingwood's confidence starts to build. Nick Dacos to Howe, closed down, had to throw it on the boot quickly. Phillips fell over, went through the legs of Cox, and a massive tackle. Brody Myercheck like a man possessed. There are moments within tight contests that can have a huge bearing. Pendlebury, and he's found his target. It's the Matty sub again. Carmichael. The switch has been flicked. What about this in the middle? Zirk Thatcher got hit by the Mack truck. And now an opportunity for the medical sub. Josh Carmichael already kicked one. Here we go. MCG heaving like only the G can.
How good.
It's a deafening roar. It's the roar of Collingwood hope and anticipation. Almost an element of expectation the way they've finished matches off in tight ones this season. And how the mood has changed down there.
Look at those 2 set shots. Just fresh on the ground. He's flushed both of them. Three in a row, Collingwood. Brownie, down to you.
Darcy Moore came off. He was a little bit proppy. He was on the interchange bench for 3.5 minutes. Got a rub. He's back on now, gone straight to fullback on Peter Wright.
Lipinski, Adams. Players lose their feet. Carmichael hacks it forward. Hoskin Elliott almost.
Pushing the back, advantage.
Free kick. Advantage paid anyway. Now Stringer wobbles it inside 50. And Moore channeling the great Billy Picken. He's back on, and what a game we've got here now.
This is what you've come to expect if you're a Collingwood supporter over the last 8 weeks. They always leave it to come from behind.
Mason Cox to the front. Guelphy. Just a fiddly little one, not quite going to stick it. And Howe. Guelphy flicks it over the top. Murphy came through. Did a great job. McCreary, terrific pickup. Back to Howe. Bianco with a dribbler. Crisp. Great one-on-one winning there for Collingwood. Down the line ball. Outnumber though for the Bombers. And they can punch it back into their forward half.
Durham. The adrenaline must be pumping out there. It's pumping in here. It's pumping around the stands. Durham. Deep entry. Oh, up he goes, Jones. Couldn't pull it in. Hobbs near the boundary. Was he held by Pendlebury? Guelphy through the legs, but Murphy in the road. Ridley best place. Couldn't take the mark. Myercheck, hopeful. Merritts. Turned it over. Crisp. A kick for territory. Kelly gets back first. His dad, a premiership player with Collingwood. He did brilliantly to get it to Laverty. And Laverty finds Zirk Thatcher on the way out.
Play on.
Back to Heppel. Too much on the kick, but lots of room for Martin. Jones.
Stand. Outside 5.
Tyne.
You can feel the tension, can't you? Every touch.
Martin.
Play on.
He'll go back to the skipper.
Move outside 5.
Peter Wright wants it long, demanding it. Got a one-on-one.
And that one-on-one is Darcy Moore, tough man to beat in that situation. Lipinski, good handball. Noble mown down.
On the ball. Essendon. Will Snelling. Stand.
So Will Snelling. Take his absolute best from here.
Play on.
Set up kick. Mason Cox, a big thump. Guelphy ground level, Moore there as well. Stringer ducked into the tackle. And he's gone.
Ball. Ronnie, go. Back on. Stand.
What drama.
Play on.
Nick Dacos to Howe. Waited the hand pass to McCreary, who's had some good moments. Out for Lipinski. Great kick to Crisp. In the number 25, once worn by Billy Pickett. Off to Lipinski. Lipinski into the forward pocket. Johnson! Collingwood could be in front in a moment.
It's been ever since Jack Crisp took the game on at half-back. Collingwood have played with so much more dare, been brave with their ball use, given their forwards chances. That's why they've put themselves in this situation.
He's kicked 3 goals. His career in its infancy. And he can't complete it from the pocket. A point the margin. We have the nail-biter. It's the Collingwood way.
4 minutes left, and the Magpies eyeing a spot in the top 4. And 9 in a row. Laverty.
It's too long for Essendon to possess it. They'll probably go the defensive option long down this line.
Wright and Cameron. Bianco. Good win hind. Durham steps through. Heppel a long one. Moore in great shape here. And wants to go. They've got numbers in the centre of the ground. There's the man we've been talking about, Jack Crisp. Huge final turn from him. To Howe. Now the master. A high one from Dacos. Myercheck. Elliott. Gets boot to ball somehow. McCreary stands up in a tackle.
Line, come through.
What a game of footy.
There should be a Medicare clause for Collingwood fans. They've had a lot to bear of late. They've ended with a smile on every occasion. Draper intercepted by Howe. Awkward kick, Lipinski couldn't take possession. Essendon coming the other way now. Martin to Stringer, feeds it forward, wants Jones to run onto it. He's caught by Adams. He turned it over by hand. Pendlebury needs to be clean. He's under the pump from Ham. How did he get that out? I'm not sure he did. Dacos out the back to Noble, and the Pies will come forward again. Hoskin Elliott.
Right decision. He wanted to go fast, but he knew he had nothing ahead of the ball. Just needed his teammates to catch up to the play.
72,000 in the house are seeing an absolute cracker. Caldwell gone.
Collingwood. Stand.
Johnson. Thought about the handoff. Now the set-up ball. No one in the air for Collingwood at all. Guelphy able to take a simple mark in the end.
Outside 5.
Peter Wright's gone back to help out the defence.
And Darcy Moore has gone down with him as well, trying to make a one-on-one contest.
To the wing. Crisp in front. Durham hands to it. No mark. Snelling didn't get boots a ball. Noble's over it. Snelling goes through. He's caught. Did he take them on? He got it out. Hobbs wasn't expecting it. He's quickly into the action. Shield. No one there. Murphy's got time to go back and he'll be aided by Howe. Jeremy Howe. Oh, he's almost slipped over. He's lost possession. Dear, oh dear. Jones will get the shot at goal from directly in front.
Active bouncing. Just back here. Active bouncing. Back here.
There's the explanation.
Thank you, mate. Yes.
So Jones, this young emerging prospect for Essendon.
Please. Thanks, John. 15 gone.
6 goals, 3 from set shots this season. This to make it extremely difficult for Collingwood. Essendon hasn't always taken its chances today. But Jones, oh, he's oh so close. He hits the post and there is yet another element of drama in a match you could squeeze no more into.
Moore's going to go. Charges off half-back. Bianco's out. Thumps a long one. Elliott takes the mark. What about this? Jamie Elliott. The game on his boot. 18 seconds was the count, and there are 18 seconds left, so he'll kick on the siren.
What about the runaround late? If he does it and the siren goes.
Jamie Elliott to win the game for Collingwood. There's the siren. Arms in the air. That has gone through. Jamie Elliott has won the game of footy for this famous club. Unbelievable.
And dare I say it, here comes Billy.
Ice in the veins of Jamie Elliott. They're in the top 4. Nuts. 9 in a row for that man on screen. His team are in the top 4. Brave Essendon. After trailing by 37 points. A game befitting this mighty rivalry. How well did he hit that, by the way? It was going through from the moment it left the boot.
As soon as he marked it, he said, I'm kicking this, and did not look like missing for a second.